Hello, I'm Bernard Hickey from interest.co.nz and welcome to another special report brought to you in association with Bank of New Zealand. This is the third in our series of the top 10 charts for 2010. This is where we dig out a useful chart and have a good old look through it, because remember, we love charts here at interest.co.nz. And this is a chart showing the 90-day bill rate over the last decade or so, and importantly, towards the end it shows a forecast for the 90-day bill rate. And even more importantly, it's the forecast from the Reserve Bank of New Zealand on what they think the 90-day bill rate will be over the next couple of years. Now, this is important because even though the Reserve Bank doesn't forecast the official cash rate, which is the basis for all interest rates in New Zealand, and therefore floating mortgage rates and fixed mortgage rates, and also term deposit rates, it does say what it thinks the 90-day bill track will be. And that's important because that gives a sense of what the Reserve Bank is itself thinking about what it'll do with interest rates. And you can see here in the December monetary policy statement, it lowered its track for the 90-day bill rate to around about an increase from 3% now, just over 3%, to just over 4% in a couple of years' time. Now that's down by around about 1% or even 2% over the last year or so, their track. Now what that says is the Reserve Bank is a lot more relaxed about inflation than it has been, let's say, at the beginning of this year. And that's because the economy just hasn't rebounded as quickly out of the recession as many people hoped. That's partly because New Zealanders are being a lot more cautious about spending and they're looking to repay debt. So for those people with a lot of debt, this is good news. It means that floating mortgage rates are likely to stay relatively low for the next couple of years. In fact, they may not start rising until the middle of next year. And after some very weak GDP figures at the end of December, some people are even saying it may not be increased from the current 3% until the September quarter of 2011. That gives you a sense that interest rates remain relatively low as the economy struggles to get out of recession. I'm Bernard Hickey. That was the third in our series of the top 10 charts for 2010, brought to you in association with the Bank of New Zealand.